Today our topic is the power of stillness, why doing nothing is sometimes the best action. In a world that never stops, where everyone is always busy, always moving, always doing something, the idea of doing nothing might seem strange, even wrong. We are taught to work hard, to stay active, to always be productive. But what if I told you that sometimes the best thing you can do is nothing at all? What if I said that stillness, that quiet moment where you stop and just exist, can be more powerful than any action? Let's talk about why doing nothing is sometimes the best action, and how stillness can change your life. First, let's think about what stillness really means. Stillness is not laziness. It is not giving up or being passive. Stillness is a choice. It is a moment where you step back, where you pause, where you allow yourself to breathe. It is about being present in the moment, fully aware, without the need to do anything. Stillness is about listening to your thoughts, to your feelings, to the world around you. It is about finding peace in the middle of chaos. And in that peace, you can find clarity, strength, and even answers to problems that seemed impossible to solve. Now, let's talk about why stillness is so powerful. One reason is that it gives your mind a break. Our minds are like machines. They work hard all day, solving problems, making decisions, dealing with stress. But just like any machine, if you use it too much without stopping, it can break down. Stillness is like pressing the pause button. It allows your mind to rest, to recharge, to heal. When you take a moment to be still, you give your brain the chance to recover. And when you come back to your tasks, you will find that you are sharper, clearer, and more focused. Another reason stillness is powerful is that it helps you see things more clearly. When you are always busy, always moving, it is easy to get lost in the noise. You might feel overwhelmed, confused, or lost. But when you stop and be still, you create space to think. You can step back from the situation and see the bigger picture. You can understand what really matters and what doesn't. This clarity can help you make better decisions, avoid mistakes, and focus on what is truly important. Stillness also helps you connect with yourself. In our busy lives, we often forget to check in with ourselves. We get so caught up in what we are doing that we lose touch with who we are. But when you take a moment to be still, you can reconnect with yourself. You can listen to your thoughts, your feelings, your desires. You can understand what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what you truly want in life. This self-awareness is incredibly powerful. It can help you live a life that is true to yourself, rather than just following the expectations of others. Stillness can also help you deal with difficult emotions. Life is not always easy. There are times when we feel sad, angry, or afraid. In those moments, our instinct might be to distract ourselves, to keep busy, to avoid facing those feelings. But stillness allows you to sit with your emotions, to feel them fully, and to understand them. This might sound scary, but it is actually very healing. When you allow yourself to feel your emotions, instead of running from them, you can process them and let them go. This is how you find inner peace. Now let's talk about how to practice stillness. It might sound simple, but in a world full of distractions, it can be hard to do. The first step is to find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. It could be a park, a room in your house, or even just a quiet corner. The important thing is that you feel comfortable and safe. Next, take a deep breath. Close your eyes if it helps. Let your body relax. Let your mind slow down. Don't try to force anything. Just be. You might notice thoughts coming into your mind. That's okay. Don't fight them, but don't hold on to them either. Let them come and go, like clouds passing in the sky. The goal is not to empty your mind, but to let it be calm and still. You can practice stillness in many ways. Meditation is one of the most well-known methods. It involves sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, a word or a mantra. But stillness doesn't have to be formal. You can find stillness in everyday moments, when you are drinking a cup of tea, when you are walking in nature, or even when you are sitting in traffic. The key is to be fully present in that moment, to let go of distractions, and to just be. Stillness is also a key idea in Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life. The Stoics believe that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Stillness helps us to respond wisely. When something happens, good or bad, instead of reacting immediately, we can take a moment to be still. We can think about what is happening, what we can control, and what we cannot. This pause allows us to act with wisdom, rather than being driven by emotions or impulses. Stillness can also help us find meaning in life. In the quiet moments when we are not distracted by noise or busyness, we can think about the big questions. What is my purpose? What do I value most? What kind of person do I want to be? These questions are important, but they are easy to ignore when we are always on the go. Stillness gives us the space to reflect on them, to find answers, and to live a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Finally, stillness can help us appreciate the beauty of life. When we are always busy, always rushing, we miss the small moments that make life special: the sound of birds singing, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the smile of a loved one. Stillness allows us to slow down and notice these things. It helps us to be grateful for what we have, to find joy in the present moment, and to live life more fully. In conclusion, the power of stillness is immense. It is not about doing nothing, but about creating space to rest, to think, to feel, to connect, and to grow. In a world that values action and busyness, stillness might seem counterintuitive. But sometimes, the best action is no action at all. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is to stop, to be still, and to just be. So, take a moment today to pause, to breathe, to be still. You might be surprised at what you find.